Hello, Facebook world. This is Eliza Bloom Robinson, live with Eliza, and today we're doing day 1 of the 5-day free activation series. I'm so excited to be offering this, and it came about in a very interesting way. I want to just share for a moment about that as people are gathering. Let me make sure I've got, if you are joining on, please just pop a message, say hello, say I'm here, let me know who's here. I'd love to see because I can't always see. So anyway, this whole idea about this series came about because I'm a transformational catalyst. And the work that I do with people is really, really brilliant. And I haven't quite been able to put language around the work that I do that translates, on Facebook, that translates on as a marketing message, that translates. And so somebody said, well, what can you do to show us? And I went, oh, well, why don't I just show us? And so my intention here is to do 2 things. My intention is to connect. So hello, thank you for being here with me live. Like I said, if you can comment and let me know you're here, I would love that and appreciate that. And really to serve, really to serve, really to serve. I had a moment this morning. I'm going to tear up a little bit. I had a moment this morning because I've been doing this work for a really long time, and I haven't been able to make the impact that I really want to make. And so I was sitting in my meditation this morning, and I'm like, okay, let's do. And I asked this question, like I asked myself, okay, what does my heart really guide me to do today? What does the divine presence guide me to do today? What does my business, the soul of my business, guide me to do today? So I ask those types of questions often, and what I've been getting recently is a lot of silence. It's been very curious because I've been listening for 30 years or more. 33, 34 years. Anyway, a long time. And it's been pretty silent, so I've been getting confused. I've been getting really frustrated. I've been just having my own experience in it, right? And this morning I happened to phrase the question like, what's my heart want, what's my business want? And it went BAM! And I realized that that's where my disconnect has been. That my heart wants to serve and my business wants to build a business, but they were in a space in my own beingness, right? Not in my conscious mind, but in my beingness, in my subconscious or my unconscious, that was causing a disconnect. And so I am reconnecting. I'm creating a space. I had this beautiful process a little bit ago to just sort of partner my heart and my business, to partner my divinity, the wisdom of my heart, the brilliance of my essence with the soul of my business, which is a little bit different. Anyway, I can talk on about that, but that's not my intention for being here today. My intention for being here today is to share, is to serve, and to offer some activations. And so the first one that we're doing today is the idea of moving from, hey, thanks for the hearts. I see a couple of people are joining. I still don't know exactly who you are, but I'm glad that you're here. Keep the hearts coming. That really helps. Makes a big difference. I also am on my iPad today, so I know I have to keep looking at the camera instead of, anyway, so I'm going to keep focusing on that. So the first one for today is to shift from stress to relief. Now, I know a lot of people in the world have stress in their lives. Even if we're stress-free, we're still experiencing stress. I live in a retirement community. It's a 55 plus. Most people here are 65 or older. I have to say I'm finally old enough to be here 10 years later, so I've made the club. And most people here are here for a period of time, 3 months, 6 months. Some people are here year-round, but most people here are retired. Most people here are living the lives of their dreams. Most people here are on vacation. And I've been talking to him, and it's really curious. I ran into a new friend of mine at the pool the other day. I posted her on Facebook. Thank you, Barbie, for letting me do that. And she was reading my book. I'm like, oh, that is so cool. So then we got talking, and somebody else came up, and she said, what are you reading? And she didn't know I was the author, right? And she said, oh, I'm reading this book, Falling into Ease. And the lady that was like, oh, my God, I could use some of that. Oh, I could use some of that. And I thought, even here, right? Even here, Steve says, yeah, give up my stress. Oh, well, why not? But today I'm going to give you a way to do that. So stress, in my work, we identify a pattern. We identify stress today as a pattern. And if stress is a pattern, it becomes subconscious, unconscious. It's just sort of like we live in this vibration of stress, many of us. Or if we don't live there, we'll have something happen that causes a vibration of stress. And so in this body of work, what we really do is we interrupt the pattern. We interrupt the pattern. We lift the pattern out of the unconscious, and we replace it with something different. Today we're going to lift out the pattern, we're going to interrupt the pattern of stress and replace it with a sense of relief. So a couple of things happen in this work, and one of them is that we're playing, and I use the word playing lightly. I use the word playing on purpose because it could get really serious, and it's like, no, it's a little bit lighter. When we're a little bit lighter, it's easier. Easier, right? Drop the stress and find relief. Drop the stress and find relief. But we're actually touching on many different systems. We're actually touching the biological system, and within the biology of our being, we're touching on the chemistry. Excuse me, hold on. And we're touching on the neurology, so we're playing with physiological systems. We're playing with neural pathways. We're actually changing neural pathways. We're changing our body chemistry. We're actually interrupting a cycle of the cortisol, the stress chemical. And when we interrupt that pattern, it creates space. That's another language that I use a lot. We create space. So if you're tied up and stressed, you're like this, right? Ah! Do it with me. Ah! Ah! Now I can't see you, but I'm trusting that you're all in this place. So the simple interrupt is interrupts. Notice, stop, drop, and find instant relief. It can be that simple. Now, when we do the work, we actually go in and we find the patterns. That's an instant relief. That's like a quick fix. Hey, you can do that, and we'll do more of it. Any moment, any time, any situation, any circumstance. You can be standing in a line, you can be driving your car, you can be with your family or your coworkers, you can be in any situation, and you can do it that quickly. The magic of the work and of doing the work is actually getting down and lifting the core, the place of origin, the place where that pattern got hooked into our beingness. Lift that out and release it for all time. Doesn't that sound good? Can you imagine living a life where even when stress happened, even when life happened, because the thing is, life keeps happening. We're always going to have situations and circumstances, so life keeps happening. But if you had the tools to be able to not hook or fall or land in that place of stress where it has you, where you just notice, oh, I have some stress moving, allow it to move and come into relief. There's other things you can come into. This is just what we're going to be doing today. So the other thing that I wanted to mention in changing and interrupting these systems, they all work together, right? And there is an unconscious, back behind the scenes frequency running, like a radio station in the background that you don't even hear, right? And we're going to be able to actually turn the dial of that. And we do that using quantum mechanics. We do that playing in the quantum field. And that's what makes it so incredibly powerful. So for today, I want you to, this feels counterintuitive. I know it does. For today, I want you to, now let me rephrase that. It still feels counterintuitive, that's true. But for this moment, just this moment, I want you to fall into stress. Oh, I hear you. You're going, no, I don't want that. I want to make it go away, make it go away, make it go away. No, but I want you to allow the idea of stress to be activated in you so that you can feel it in your body, feel what it feels like in your body. And the reason that we do this is because once it's activated, then we can grab a hold of it and we can change it and we can shift it and it becomes pliable. When it's still anchored in like unconsciously or it's like, I'm not going to feel that, and we're pushing it away, we don't have access to it. Once we have access to it, we can move it. So activate for this moment, just for this one moment. I promise we won't leave you there. Activate stress. I know some of you, I see a couple names have joined in. I'm still looking for the comments. I don't see them. Maybe I won't be able to see them on this particular format. But activate the idea of stress. Like yesterday or a couple days ago, I was so stressed because I was in this battle with myself. And I just everything was wonky. Everything was wonky. I couldn't breathe right. I couldn't, I meditate. I'm go to your center. I couldn't find my center. My center had up and moved out of my body. I was just right? So in that, I was experiencing stress. Whatever your stress might be, just activate it, feel it. It's automatically, my throat closes up. My shoulders rise to my ears. They roll in. My hands have a tendency to clench. My back gets tight. My belly gets tight. I kind of roll into myself, right? Just do it. Just do it. Right? Acknowledge that stress is happening because a lot of the shifting takes place once we acknowledge and allow and accept. Again, that feels counterintuitive, but until we acknowledge, we don't know it's there, we can't clear it. Until we accept and allow it, we're fighting it. We're making it go away. I don't want that river to flow. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. But as soon as you can allow it, it's whoo. Yep, neck, shoulders, gut. Yep, absolutely. So take a breath. I see Megan joined. I see Jamie joined. I see Steve and Nancy are here. I know Liz is here. I don't know who else. Not everybody's showing up. But activate the stress. Notice it. Allow it. And just notice just right now, because you've acknowledged it, you can take a breath. Right? Drop your shoulders. Open your chest. But just go, oh, look, I'm stressed. What else is possible? Can you feel that relief already? The process that we're going to do today is one you can do. Maybe some of you already do it. And it's taken from the work of heart math. And so I want you to just place your hand on your heart. Right? We've activated stress, so it's still moving. My throat is still tight. Can you hear it in my voice? My stress is activated. I'm right? But just place your hands on your heart and just become aware of your physical heart. Let's just do physical heart today. Those of you who know my work know that we drop deeper through the emotional heart and landing in the spiritual heart. So if you know that, land there now. If you don't know it, it's fine. Just go to your physical heart and feel your heart beating. Actually become aware of your hand on your heart. So what does the fabric of your shirt or your skin feel like on your fingertips? What does the weight of your hand feel like on your chest? If you have your second hand on top, what is the skin to skin of your hand feel like? Make notice. Let your awareness be to the sensations of your hand on your heart. And become aware of your heart beating. Hey, Jocelyn. Become aware of your heart beating. We have our hands on our heart. Just aware of it beating. Notice if you can notice what your heartbeat is. Is it fast? Is it strong? Is it slow? Is it weak? Is it there? Steve, is it there? Right? Just notice it. And then feel your awareness. Hey Jay, you're welcome. Feel your awareness beginning to drop down even deeper into your heart and begin to breathe. Well, hopefully you've been breathing all along, right? But begin to breathe into your heart and through your heart and from your heart. So it is as if the breath, instead of coming in through your nose, comes in through your heart. I just noticed that my body started rocking. Forward with the inhale. Back with the exhale. Yeah, the mechanical heart too, right? We'll include any pacemakers that we might have in the group. Breathing from and through the heart. Let your body begin to quiet as your full awareness is to your breath in the heart. Take a few more deep breaths. And begin to notice the feeling in your heart. Begin to notice if your heart has a feeling. What are you feeling in your heart? It can be love or appreciation. It could be anxiety. It could be, just notice what's there. It could be anything at all. There's no judgment. Just notice. There we go. There we go. And begin to breathe love into the heart, or appreciation, or gratitude. So what that means is from the depth of your heart, not your head, but the depth of your heart, allow for the possibility of gratitude. Become grateful. Become appreciation. Become love. Can you feel that beginning to shift? And as your heart breathes love and appreciation, feel it beginning to expand. Feel it beginning to be filled to overflowing. So it is expanding and it is overflowing with love, appreciation, gratitude, joy perhaps. Appreciation is one of my favorite qualities because it is vibrationally very high on the chart, as close to spirit really as you can get. Love is also, but love also gets tainted with what we think love is, right? Gratitude is moving in the direction of appreciation. So wherever you are, come into, if you can, appreciation. And you might want to remember an appreciation. You might want to just appreciate maybe your pet or the sun or the rain. It's rainy and cold here today. Maybe the rain. Maybe you appreciate the fact that you can breathe or that your heart does beat. We're not paying attention to what we are appreciating. We're paying attention to the feeling, the quality, the vibration of appreciation. So we're going to breathe and we're going to hold this space for a few moments, like 3 minutes even. That will feel like a really, really long time. If your mind wanders, come back to your heart. Come back to appreciation. Come back to your heart. Come back to appreciation. Staying with appreciation, notice what you notice. Notice your body. Notice your heartbeat. Notice, perhaps you might even have a smile come into your face, or a smile in your heart. Coming back to appreciation. If you're sensitive to your own body, you might feel some inner shifts. We're actually decreasing cortisol and increasing the feel-good chemicals, the hormones. We're actually interrupting and clearing stress on many levels simply by breathing appreciation into your heart. We're opening up pathways. We're changing neural pathways and mental pathways. Stay with appreciation. And now allow your appreciation to expand. Let the flow, the energetic flow of appreciation take you wherever it wants. It might take you on a little inner journey. It might take you on a cosmic adventure. It might take you into another emotion, an idea, an image, a symbol. Allow it to flow. Allow it to expand. There we go, nice. We'll take a moment here. Take another deep breath in. Bring your awareness back again to your hands on your heart and do a body scan. Notice how your body feels. Notice where it's different. Notice your emotional body. If you were stressed before because we activated stress or whatever other emotions you were feeling or having, notice where they are. Notice how quiet your mind is, if your mind is quiet. So take another deep breath, and if you're on live or even if you're watching the recording, type in the chat box, what are you experiencing right now? How do you feel? What do you notice? I would love to speak to some of these things that are happening right now live. You're all still out there in the ethers, right? So take a breath. What we did, we interrupted stress, we activated a new energetic pattern, and we held it. We held it over time. If you can do this any moment, you can do this. You can do it in a moment. Any moment you interrupt a pattern, you move into the possibility of something else. Any moment You can open up pathways. Any moment you can find relief in an instant. Megan says, decrease in fear, opening and expansion of my heart. Yes. It's so good to see you, Megan. Any moment we do this, if you can touch this place of relief for 17 seconds, you make an impact on your day and your neurology and quantum field. If you can hold it for 68 seconds, things change. If you can hold this for 3 minutes, your biology and your chemistry is changed for, I can't remember the science, the next 24 or 48 hours. This is a quick fix, but it's impactful and transformational. Steve says, quieter mind. Oh, this is Nancy. More calm, more deep gratitude, less judgment, more hope-based. Yeah. So we breathe into that. And so let me ask you this, and give me a heart, give me a like or a heart if this is true. Have you interrupted stress and found relief? It's that simple. This is the body of the work that I do. The body of the work that I do works with people individually and collectively, where we actually identify a particular pattern. We went general today. We're going to go general for the next 5 days. We're going to stay in an open arena because it's more accessible to more people. I would love your comments. I love your hearts and your likes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That makes me, notice I have to look away from you to see those. Isn't that funny? I so appreciate you being here. My name is Eliza Bloom Robinson, Transformational Catalyst. And I would love for you to share. I would love to be able to support you in more ways. I've posted my calendar link. I've opened up my calendar for one-on-one consultations. If this is curious to you, or you want more, or you're stuck in a pattern, get on the calendar and we'll get on the phone call and we'll take just a few moments, and we'll start opening things up, and we'll find ways that you also can have the relief, the love, the joy, the peace, the success that you most desire. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. Join me tomorrow if you can. 10 a.m. Mountain Time for the next 5 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, that's the next 4 days. Today was the first day. Feel free to share. I would love for you to share. That's it for now. Much love, everybody. Mwah.